A cheerful elephant named Id in a jungle clearing surrounded by cooking pots, fruits, and herbs. He wears a leaf apron and looks excited as he plans a recipe. Sunlight filters through the trees. Colorful birds fly around. Whimsical storybook. Illustration style, bright and playful atmosphere. One sunny morning, Id had a big idea. He would cook the largest fruit stew the jungle had ever tasted. For this, he brought out his special jar, a cooking pot so massive it was made from a hollowed-out boulder. Even Id, with his big size, looked small beside it. A giant stone jar made from a hollowed-out boulder stands in the middle of the jungle. Elephant Id is standing beside it with fruit stacked high around him, mangoes, bananas, pineapples. Other jungle animals peek from behind trees, curious. Lush greenery and tropical plants in the background, illustrated in a warm, vibrant storybook style. He gathered fresh mangoes, ripe bananas, juicy pineapples, berries, and a touch of wild honey. With everything ready, he carefully climbed into the jar. Yes, inside the jar. That's how big it was. Elephant Id, carefully climbing into a massive stone jar in the jungle, his trunk holding a big wooden spoon. The inside of the jar is filled with colorful fruit stew ingredients. A monkey helps by handing him a pineapple. Bright colors, playful, imaginative children's book illustration style. Inside, Id used his trunk like a giant spoon, stirring the stew gently while humming his favorite jungle cooking song. Stir it slow, stir it sweet, jungle stew is such a treat. Inside the huge jar, Elephant Id stirs the giant fruit stew using his trunk like a spoon. The stew bubbles with mangoes, berries, bananas, and honey. Smiling jungle animals like parrots, deer, and monkeys gather around the jar, watching with excitement. The air is filled with steam and the smell of sweet stew. Whimsical, heartwarming art style. Soon, the delicious aroma filled the jungle. One by one, all the animals came. Monkeys, parrots, deer, and even shy rabbits. They gathered around, their eyes wide and bellies rumbling. When the stew was ready, Id carefully poured it into big coconut bowls and handed them out. Everyone sat together, under the trees, sharing food and laughter. Prompt 5. Sharing the stew. That day, the jungle had a feast like no other. And from then on, whenever the air smelled sweet and fruity, the animals would smile and say, "Chef Id must be cooking again in his giant jar." The end.